This exercise is going to strengthen your thighs and your glutes, and we're also going to work on your balance and your core as well. So the first thing, if you're a complete beginner, is to make sure that you are holding on to something stable and that you're going to feel this in the supporting leg. So although we're going to be lifting one leg out to the side, I want you to make sure that you're not sinking into one hip. So you really want to keep the hips level and really hold onto that thigh. So standing up tall, and you're simply going to take the leg out to the side. Make sure that you've already warmed up your hips in one of the hip mobility exercises that I offer as a warm-up. And I want you to maintain the length in your spine so that you really are standing tall and working your core whilst doing this exercise. And of course, if you want to practice your balance and work even more muscles and stabilizing muscles, you can take your arms out to the side. But again, watch that you don't sink into the hip or lose the height. So try and imagine that the top of your head is touching the ceiling. So you're going to take that leg out to the side. We'll go for about 10 to 15 reps. And then when you feel done, we're going to take it out and hold it. And we're going to come halfway in and lift. There we go. Now try exhaling each time you lift. Exhale, exhale, and you can breathe out through pursed lips to really help engage the deep abdominals. Notice I don't keep calling it the core because the core runs all the way through the body. Really feeling that in my supporting thigh as well. If you want to add a little bit more, you can pulse at the end. So that's more advanced to do it for longer with a small pulse and then coming down. And as you come down, give yourself a nice little wiggle, a nice little shake, and then you can do the other side. So I'm going to hold on to a different surface so that I'm still facing you, or you can turn around and we're going to do the other side. So lifting the knee. Now, if you're looking down at your knee, you want to make sure the knee is moving out on the same plane. You also want to make sure that you're not collapsing or not letting the head go forwards each time you lift the leg. So raising that leg with control, gliding it out to the side and coming in again without becoming shorter. So then when you keep the spine long, you are maintaining that strength and that stability without collapsing. Try and balance if you can. Will work you a little bit harder, and it will also work on your balance. When you feel like you've done 10 or 15, you feel the muscle getting tired, do keep going if you can, but at that point then we can add some pulses. You can also go halfway out and in if you want to do some more of these and repeat the video, but just enough to start to feel that muscle getting tired. You can always do less or add some more. You can try balancing, and then you're going to come back. And of course, I'm working my inner thigh as well here, particularly when I'm balancing. There's a lot more strength required, and then have a nice little wiggle. Now, the other thing that you can do is I love to use the ball. So try it now with the ball at the back of your knee, because when you add the ball, it just works you that little bit harder. So now, and this is my left hip, which is less mobile these days than my right hip, but I'm having to keep my hamstring slightly engaged to hold onto the ball, because if I take the ball away, there's a chance that my leg is kind of not fully engaged in the hamstring. So by using the ball, now I can already feel, just after that first part of the exercise, my hip is already feeling more mobile. So I'm going to go in and out. I can try and balance here as well. And breathe. Now I noticed then, and I love sharing with my clients when I'm teaching what I notice in my own body when I join in, but I noticed that as soon as I focused on the breath, I nearly lost the ball. So it's a great practice at bringing everything together. So we're working all these different systems, the breath, the coordination, the proprioception, which is feeling your body in space, all of these things happening in the body. Let's have a little pulse here, standing as tall as you can without dropping the ball. Now, if you are dropping the ball lots, just do it without the ball. You don't need to do the ball straight away, just strengthen up. Oh, feels good, feels really good. Have a little wiggle, and then I'm going to do the other side. So holding that ball at the back of my knee and just moving the knee out to the side. You always, possibly, I say always, I can't say always, but you may notice on many exercises that something is easier on one side of the body. And I say that's normal, but it just informs you of which side is weaker. And very often, the side that's more mobile is often weaker than the side that's stiffer. And what we're trying to do in any of these techniques that are based around alignment and natural flow of the body is to have an equal balance between strength and flexibility. So let's add a few little pulses at the end here. You can try and balance at the same time. Remember to breathe and to hold the ball. Do this exercise without the ball if it's tough. I like to exhale through pursed lips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. A wonderful exercise for your thighs, ladies, and your hamstrings and your core. So get practicing. Try this a few times this week and you'll start to really build some good strength in your thighs, your glutes, and your core.